Kessben television so agudio wunsem ena yede ebramo efisabre kobo no num ebeso dwumadie ne so de yede amanane nsema wodo eni fie nsema wodo eni aboabo na yede eba hyene so sa ha Kessben television ena wo hwe no obetima san so hwe dwumadie no ewo eye Facebook so eye Kessben television YouTube so betima hwe dwumadie no ewo abra wo hwe ewo Kessben television sanso ena betima enjoy dwumadie no ewo DSTV decoder no so channel near 364 Go TV 121 and now TV near digital na sanso multi television decoder ni bia obetima hwe Kessben television ewo so agudie wunsem bra so efisa bre kobo no num ebeso dwumadie ne so de ye di extra time dwumadie edeba Tony, I acquired one, but I need some audio about one. Then you know the baby kick of Jimmy so.
Volunteer summer echo so uncle for Ecoso and Navy and Kofa can see Pina and cost especially Oka China, Argentina after some J World Cup na fei na omo abamo friendly match di kan. Omo ni Australia and boy and Leo Messi AC from first minute, yeah, the second minute per and Lionel Messi shared the first goal of the game. The ball 68 minutes na second goal buy German Pezzella said he show match highlights our Kessben television so Argentina shame Australia omo antimi anti ena nimre ebo nondua China ene Myanmar ebebo Korea ebetwan Peru Chinese Taipei ene Thailand na Singapore ene Papua New Guinea so abo ebo 45 obo Nations League semi final to Spain and Italy ebo winner no ebe Croatia Wine neni Croatia elbow. Na ene Messi watching the power game in air course even started before the game. Na France ni be sorry na omo Messi fans. Yenko China na yen Argentina fans are omo de ma Messi. Fans are Leo Messi ene senka fans sika ka o hwebi papa. Now you say you ask baby a can come oh Ronaldo echitani ba konso she Ronaldo ejes no de kwatina Argentina fo na mu pe omo Messi fans a na ono nso asori na huro de na enye better sa yenko na ehwe kakra. Henti yese am kankama kakra about ene China no Messi supporters mu na Ronaldo fan back wa hwe na number 7 jersey Hilal jersey na odi akwatena mu a all try so be yesu bia na nkofo ehu no ena na pa ye de more ebro on Jude Bellingham was signing 6-year deal ebebo ede amamado complete medicals bibia ekoso kama na ene omo unveiling just number 5 na or said na Zidane share just number 5 no Florentino Perez before say Jude Bellingham ebekasa no Perez president of Madrid edeka credit to ja
pounds. He's released a statement, Bellingham, a couple of days ago, thanking people at Birmingham, Borussia Dortmund for his journey. He was named Bundesliga Player of the Year. And that was after Borussia Dortmund missed out on the title on the last day of the season. They drew 2-2 with Mainz. And it was a game that Bellingham missed because of a knee injury. That's why.
We are President 1, Florentino Perez of Madrid, and also Jude Bellingham. Dortmund last game, on ball draw, come winner, come league title. No, Jude Bellingham won because now we pray on the game. So also ball no more no, a man hon. It's Jude Bellingham or the Bias was any happiest day on the life more. Yentin smart Jude Bellingham edituja.
Everyone in the room and everyone watching online for joining me for the proudest day of my life, the day where I joined the greatest football club in the history of the game. So yeah, thank you very much. There's a lot.
Jude Bellingham was the proudest day of his life, and then I joined the biggest club in the world. Now, focus on Sika or the Sikechi. Jude Bellingham say for Kessben media so Mobiason to say or no Nyadia or the Sikechi. A sign near Eddie Emma Borussia Dortmund. One more and so a cloudity pina, no and so 18 a course so hormone, yen to also other stories and so dear. Yefeni and Manchester United or more Australia. According to Ro Ferdinand, Man United or more great no. I say oh. Sheikh Jassim Onoa and the United team no Obabeson because the highest bidder Ayonoa the Glazers Ayrton Club no Sika or they about on board no about £6 billion into a day Onoa and the United team no Echo Eddie Amano. Now Chelsea can have it. I'm a player no. Say boy Nagasa I'm Arsenal for go ahead say on no personal terms any problem on Arsenal for a bear agree. I can say two parties in the building come into ono wama Arsenal the word what can yes actually omo into omo forward no Chelsea including come ono oya wollen say oba join Arsenal omo club no Liverpool any statement about say a drawing goalkeeper no omo ama no contract extension offer enche deal no ebetimi abeye public Arsenal for pull out Moses Salcido amasa say Chelsea hwere di animu say omo nya na omo enso epe kwame meno eko edwane pa yemfansi na nyame adum okina no pa yemfa diaka no emfa mretiefo ene ahefo
Niwat Scientific Clinic and Diagnostic Services Dr. Nimo enono Dr. Nimo se obi a wo problem ewo wonum pampan ni nkoye we oba wo ye bema wo fabra within 3 days pampan ni be hwehwehwam e di ama sanso na wumbu no problem wom obema na enye adwuma ye Niwat Scientific Clinic and Diagnostic Services ena wo so ko na so ye wo Kumasi atonsu Monaco Junction Wane Adansi Rural Bank edin hwe mu cycle or Photorama inside Photorama our bank a Gual filling station on the NS Chemist in edition mu the number 0244 087687 044 087687 obetuma friend one number we so yare awudo bia ha obiano Fako Niwat Scientific Clinic na yemboa African Origin Travels and Sports Tourism Eduko Morocco for the under 23 African Cup of Nations Babekosonum na ovisa wonsensem nyina ovisa support ovisa fee accommodation or transportation flight nyina ye na beye edi amount de hian so do passport beba o be certificate o deba na fodo Ghana card aka ho ye number ne 0544 322112 0544 322-112 0544-322-113 0544-322-113 Obi abeso tukwa Spain, Italy, Germany, France, United Kingdom, Nicaragua na peso kwa na wafreye wasa number iso Sadik Herbal Center and the Flex on 600 drone e dia bedwa so wonum Flex on 600 drone a bon ban from stroke esanso eboa ma wenya stroke etu ase e de ma Flex on 600 drone and ne ewie make confident ma so ko pebito na bon ban fi stroke yare no nanom na stroke no entu ase emfama ye de Sadik Herbal powder de bedwa so Sadik Herbal powder ne betima boa papai koko say internal koko na say external koko e betu ase e amount ye de elephant herbal mixture enso bedwa so wonye binuma eno so beboa koko yare no e de efrio e de mansunso ne edem chense baako ye powder ena baako enso ye mixture na chese ni nyina no ye adwuma kro ye saso de elephant ye ointment e de ba waposo de ye sisi ne ye kotoje ne ye ya na we used to be Sadik Herbal Center ena de ndroi e de bedwa so ne number 0244153511 0244750510 dan waba yeba ye the local stories how do beto so e de amamo
well and they've won their first ever FIFA under 20 World Cup and Sergio Novak yebeka se the greatest ana
na me ka se obaka bia fa Israel
Israel so
and South Korea.
Yes, Omaya de.
And
honestly, Omaya de. And Modebi no. Omebi no. And Mekai they beat Brazil in the quarterfinals.
Shocking.
They beat Brazil in the quarterfinals before losing out in the semi-finals against Uruguay. And then Ukraine take it last minute. And said, "Joe, minim. I think said they are doing." I think they are putting the basics. No. They are putting the basics.
Naturalize one.
Israelis now. Israelis now.
Beating Brazil.
Yeah, beating Brazil in the quarterfinals.
Had your competitions move back on South Korea.
Yeah.
Almost
in the third place, you know. And amu debut no that's the man you know ironically that's their debut. And so bakaya tournament yankasa nanka Pakistan ye bonu. And a Pakistan force due to
ntokwasema ekoso between Israel and Palestine.
Yeah.
Omo mpene emma Israel emma omo asase so emma bodies competition. Ena FIFA G competition no fi Pakistan sem edia come Argentina. And then the Israelis have become the surprise package for that tournament, you know. And for their debut, being in the third place, you know, Sergio, they've done a marvelous job.
Okay.
They've omaya dear pa. And Sergio, this weekend, as I said, various leagues across board na be ban every year. But MLS no koso. And no one game ekoso in the Italian Serie A. It was a relegation tiebreaker. Sergio, near TNS Spurs here, any Hellas Verona. No more points here, tiebreaker, BBI. Okay. Ntine was so much game. Ni obe lose no aka the two teams ebeko relegation.
Okay.
And fortunately for Hellas Verona, they won by 3-1. And now one Ghanaian, 20-year-old Ibrahim Suleimana, a
20?
boy, yeah,
Okay. 20 years.
year old,
Okay.
yeah, from
And
Sunya.
that wash no. Agudi won some extra time and I day bremo. And then we free sabre ekobo no num and the best jumedi ni so our Kessben TV. So better enjoy jumedi no Facebook, Kessben Television, YouTube so Kessben Television, DSTV decoder, channel 364 Go TV 121. Na Facebook Kessben TV, YouTube so Kessben TV. Yes, I say free. They are now 23. The Black Meteors of Ghana. Yeah, prepared towards Olympic Games. Babekoso, and I say Olympic Games qualifies. Babekoso. My friend Morocco, and I'm so. MNA under 23 opportunity. Bought one more first friendly game. Koso, Alexandra, Egypt. I want to be here. Against Koso. Coach Edema and a 23 team. No, Coach Ibrahim Tanko and assistant coach Michael Osei. One more enemy Saplesi and a chassis. Isiakaino Edema Ghana, Ibrahim Dalat, and the Dapo, Aaron Essel, David Upon, Nathaniel Ejay, Samuel Ashikwe, Dominic Insobila, Emmanuel Essiem, Abbas Samari, Fatawu Ishaku, Daniel Efriye Banye, and Zubiru Ibrahim. How many players are a coach Edema the under 23? The Black Meteors of Ghana will name you other players in Nano. One more bench, a bit is Aziz Dari, Jordan Emisa, Goffred Waki, Ebenezer Ade, Godwin Bentel, Emmanuel Yeboah, Terry Yegbe, Sylvester Samba, Hafiz Ibrahim, Salim Adams, Augustine Randolph, Akun Mensa and Emmanuel Apam. How many players are can bench? Epa Studiano, no Fedicano, Ewa, Akensi no more Abanaway, Ghana free Bani and a Tuatanano, a Dikain Edem and Maye as early as the 15th minute, and a Ghana a Tuatanano, true a fee Bani penalty, and the two Atananum Edemaya Sansom, and Egypt, it me Atikan in Tekana 1-1 and so after the first half from Ghana, in a red card, Ewa, Yakensi and way a first gamer. The Black Meteors of Ghana, Yeba, or Fedicano, Abanavia, no Biashan, Yonko, Eka, Bako. Ghana Football Association Executive Council, no meeting. Na meeting, no decided, said this season here, I was so with me, Yamantem, said the Beya, mandatory 1 month and a Banavia, not just a Babasha, Anissa. And then I'm so, I must say, GF never to just say, one more hour be a kind of tour for registration window, no, Ebesha, Tuesday, 20th of June. Tuesday, 20th of June, and we will be a quite tour so we have club. A year Ghana, Bet Power Premier League, Access Bank Division 1, Malta Guinness, a Women's League, RFS Nina, Obia, and Shannon said 20th of June, you be a quite tour into clubs Nina, no be a bit much as a register place. One more episode we use some Nina say 1% you be a registration into one term. Now for closing date, this was September 1st, and we are Friday, September 1st, Friday, no, now for you be a at their tour and as near close window no clubs in United so say Ghana Football Association added to that all queries must be answered by clubs strictly within 3 days including weekends and holidays. When we chema saw the application ba and also the player registration ba na your queries so say player there be was say yetimi hwehwemu ye after 3 days including working holidays and weekends no also timide response eba we Ghana Football Association Kata wamde ababe tu dwane nyina se ombese this year de ye Ghana Premier League no asentem Kumasi Asante Kotoko and a chokrata koma the playing body of Asante Kotoko. Woman the kata koma the playing body of Asante Kotoko. Players are womo esiakai edema kotoko nyinano and omacho sakrate ede akwa koma womo. The tintin in teacher ni na nesem we echobose playing body Asante Kotoko DSA club property. Was a management wishes to inform you that as you embark on holidays following the end of the year 2022-2023 season, all club properties under your care, especially at your various apartments, must be left intact. Not so much remove. See season abana we year so players no mu kofie no mo nhye so se sabri ba bia moteno niema eye club no ejapade bia obia no obia enjai ento obia nhwe se niema oba na ewo mu no wama no sanyema nyina no pepeyo na chese bibia enso dana kwem wo mo sa so de to aso to this end you are advised to only pack your belongings, your personal belongings, when leaving for holidays without moving any club property for your various apartments. And as from your various apartments, as the club intend taking an inventory of its property under your care, as residences are also due to change. Omo chema sabre, we a player now we free dynamo. Onyema would be na ya odiade. Free dynamo na fako o kofie akwajo ahome free o na sabre kumasi Asante Kotoko epese womo ehwehwe se nyema wo ba na wo demo no bibia awo ho eni bebia place ni tinyina no ebi o kran so mo gidie se place no kra bebia o motene kran sakraye enso betima abem ede amomo we ye krata free eye kumasi Asante Kotoko ho yentimi ensaka bia wo machoro ede akwakoma eye the playing body Emmanuel Newton Dasebre on the administrative manager no ono nanesa ehye sakrata yi ase woman de akoma players no and so any playing body there to also about that stories we feel in coach Frimpong Manson one of your Black Stars a former player was a Chris Hilton kwa aprobo no ko amanone eno sanso ba Ghana ha ehwe Ghana Premier League ni bi ogidi say coach and players wa pick you no ono enenim de ntia wa pick sa players no.
Yeah, to some extent. Well, so okay, all rounds we baby, and no abba, and or the one who says, because we go king or Jena, the last two guys.
Was it key?
Yeah, to some extent. Like I said, just say teams, you know, be our quality them say difference, no, and share that and so. So between the bigger, and the mid-table teams and the bottom, and no difference, and share dance because we have more air could be 42, the OG and also 60, and be 50 something. So it tells you say difference, no, and share that. Well, so okay, all rounds we baby, and no abba, and or the one who says, because we go king or Jena, the last two guys, 3 games in or shares 4 goals, no, they will overtake away. So it means once or no, well, who not there, and you'll be never catch them. Tibia those games in cross share, no. But it doesn't, it shouldn't be said, men are magic, said, automatic a day. I draw a play now, so can wind the best you to the way I want to go. So, Sanema may be your hair. Now, you should continue and then no more because now, no. Round Tambia, so continue from where you've added. And for me, I think so it shouldn't worry and then on continue with the play.
The real season has a full credit 12 on the league log. Motherfucker say a coach problem, and say internal issues as a full from Coach Bodu, Omoba, Coach Matic, and Omasaba, David Oklu. Only say has a full common level. I want the fact coaches not dropping, and I say team in Kasane.
Well, difficult to meet me answer why. Media match changes 3 coaches or to be winning a day. Has to change almost the same number. Also, and me and make impact. So it tells you say and yet about even the coaching non con. It be another other day or I say yeah really almost translate no more. A debe inti and as I almost those analysis now and no bit much wrong. As you said, they've been a toast, and then almost for the same, and some family rather at them. Dance a better on a blame, say, Coach, it be on the face of it, and me hair, I'm face, oh, yeah, results where you coach now, but it be an antessa. and I say management why be an antisa so as a team no holistically or has team no transit no more said dear Ben from my day one no more fanya they was umbenya the reasons and then they work on those things and then next season they will be better because house kotoko the basis of no peak a boy and league no patronage whatever in Iowa so basis of enko year and be see this season we see say matches now go for and obviously they be affected the other games now
which I do say media beats me a share la league so more Africa who is currently Ghanaian team say ready for Africa
Minya full idea in Arabia no can't be a cocosi because them mad changes of back as a mega coshal on twin for Lali be and Kujina at this time so for me I know the Abia night just Bibi no answer the cocoa but I think said oh my Africa also another stage so as I said quality be here positions be here as I said make sure say be improve sa any money you don't expect say no but then based on the results no and say jury money per chrono and stay and I improve idea no self technical idea person men sacking you also open now the account not players and so why and then
Coach Frimpong Manson Ninsema wade atujade afa has a book boboko no so ka bi di fa Mediema Sporting Club and so ho e dey fast is Africa Mediema Sporting Club wo mo so e ba be kono hom yen to so other stories are say Ghana Football Association this season there was a club bia utiminya women's team e wo Premier League no mum and I'm so masabra make say FC Samates as part of CGF in the club licensing, you know, we must say justify summer boy or more pair youth team no sanso na women's team no we must say justifier one more picky players I would do say the beam a betimi aboa amanya metima konkan edama boboko no Nations FC and nano pay and penyimpa or da boboko a friend no Bechem United and one as general manager de Bechem United Kingsley or Sebon so be confirm says he said there or did he say coach Kasim Mingle on coach obe coaching Bobo kwa ye friend no Bechem United biom because nkomodie enso akoso between Nations FC as say papa him wa joining Nations FC akọ mo this season mu say we requested for 3 players omu si akan de ma Bechem United oso onyomo Nations FC ebetimi abo mu ye papa ye to aso that story even che get Olympics aso ye Oleboy Commodore say this season here e ka kete na Olympics this next season e ba bewuremi changes pan ye management players technical team ye be changes said bia ye positions are DNA respectable no ye be so nya positions no edibium
you know the past 3 years we are either 4th, 5th or 6th so we will target that one think about revamping the technical team and management and everything then we will try money to get some backups to our playing body. That's all. That's what we think we should.
This is what we think we have to do. We coach. Sorry, Oluboy Commodore Ninsema ode atujan say no ni ade a ehia se omutimi yeye papa. Yenko out you aso baba nu na coach adema out you boboko no. Ono so de tuja o se sabre ogidi ye say ne contract of signing ma club no aba na wieye enu nti ohwe ni mu se penyimfo be pene so na ka ne contract no so me extend no so mo extend no ohwe menim decision na wo mo de beba.
I think that I was signed to work for 1 year and we are done with the season. We thank God that the team is still in the top flight. We'll only wait and hear from whoever is responsible for the appointments. Yes, I think that I was signed to work for 1 year.
We some coach of Artu and also the Mediema Sporting Club. We may show interest about Dominic Insobila. I will see Nakai Edema Accra Lions as Abraham Maker say starting 11 Crow Musia Kanamana 23 Bobukono. Momo show interest when so many branchen and mope Serebio no Subabisia Kai Edema. Me for few stories no in Sia Franco Naro Traces on a wall and so you see the narrow Mamesha CM free home.
All right, Mami Nshasi say. Okay. Thank you, Kwame. Now me share transfer window in Ghana yebi edi atumuno. And then from all indications you shall say on the 20th of June.
Yeah.
Now you're closing on the 1st of September. That's roughly 6 weeks of the transfer window. In Europe, I shall say ene. And I think say a bit ko anymore until somewhere September 1st. If yes, September 1st, and so be ended. So what it means is just 1 week shorter than them. We are doing catch up because we almost season a little bit earlier than ours. So what they compare last season, your transfer window, especially the summer transfer window, was really short, relatively shorter. And I remember very well saying me raising concern, say window too short to the extent that a bit close to crowd bra na play team yen starting in league na teams go to recruitment any day. I'm not too sure when the new season is starting, but I'm looking at the deadline. I expect say Iris will be a week or two after the closure of the window. In England, crowd to me start league, and Sana league, they will start somewhere in August, and then the window closes somewhere in September 1st. Normally, I know you are teams, who strength, when beefy up and all that. But Kwame 6 weeks there. I think say teams starting them so now enquire last minute because I had the situation here in Pimpino. Then last minute we say rush be brave ediaba. Luckily, system a GFA put in place, Ama say edge points there will be in terms of unqualified player as what
yeah.
I think that this season Division 1 and you say Nations FC edge points edge free Sky for them due to an usage of an unqualified player. As we speak, Kim Pfizer also the cotton Tamale City first at the DC level and Tam, but then appeal at na case in so and ra to see say then as much as possible we should try and do everything possible to ensure say boardroom points the thing of the past. You bet you will be points and now boom reviso a yeti tuogu name when koyesi yeti the amobi na koye disadvantage amobi. But at the end of the day, football knows you are the mrana eden ebo. Until let's see how things pan out. But I think say 6 week window. So we tima yenyamie but the sabri abesha say your kratasem obey your negotiations near the debut because in football no you were 3 periods. You have the off season, you have the pre-season, and you have the season itself. Usually right after the season, team no Emma players it be a 2-3 weeks. Sabre no omunfanko rest. Now you have some players are no monte off season as it. They misuse it. Now when you're off season year, one we are pre-season koyi. O pre-season and koyi and so I better affect season. So let's take advantage and advise the players. Edu sabreya uhuwa crew no physical one. Your internal injuries. Ebu okra muscles be overstretched. Edu baby when some internal bruises be a crew ne inside. Edu sabreya na esa rest ma uhuwa crew no. Etinya sabre when you kobo featuring ni woncheni any side games One here you need the body needs rest. And that is the purpose of off season. Into where I brought you near the Nabrofuno Brino, a week or vacation. Maybe within family, Nidofubi, Anabi, Bibu, who know the poom. Yet me who could the poom, maybe a cigar is in a cigar, a beer, or a for like that short, but they would rest well. So during the off season, we are professional footballer. Around this time, no, Sabre is all resting. It's all resting very well. And yes, I bring now featuring ball baby. I feel there, your frame no more by pre-seasons now. Then near my the amount. But who know season I basa. We are professional footballer. It's a planning with timings very well. Have sufficient sleep. We have a good number of players in this country. Or come pass on terms when you enough sleep. Near mammy, or damn pass over social media throughout. We want so any could queer for. Into sending you sin swany into a beco and pass on terms when you enough sleep. None of it is good. Moderation is very important. And some of footballers, your lifespan as a footballer is very short. So within that short time, it calls for a lot of dedication and commitment. Why your discipline and your commitment? Now for now, or no, a be our turn near my first lie, and now we're shop, and now yeah, you know, the lifestyle be now so beba, Kwame, you will struggle. That is the fact. So our boys should be disciplined during this off-season period. Now you're disciplined, ubenya proper pre-season, and your season will start well. And you foot you for free. Kwame,
but England any be bahanke you.
And only
Yes, start we are now fe and sana transfer window na close. But if your time na intimate started intimate September 1st.
Yeah, Congress Chromium fixed date.
Yeah.
How many fixed date?
I'm a fixed date 16th of July.
16th of July.
I will come as anyway.
That's fine. That's fine, yeah. So it means that Umbeko Congress, 16th of July. And then what it means is that right after the Congress, they have some 2 weeks for the season to start. And yeah, bad. You see, from 2019, our normalization, handing over them as substantive administration, Ubekaya, it was somewhere October thereabout. And I know started a season, and indeed, you struggle but modern media basis. Don't forget this year, 1 year, I think that the FA has been disciplined and has done well in terms of finishing the league on time. Because you break it for about 1 month for a year World Cup. The World Cup break also came in. It's probably one of the Nyama Momanyani easy so say, your teams no muko Africa, no mufri muntem. And the issues of outstanding matches. And right now, you know, me share Egyptian league, Ali were about 6 outstanding games. In fact, I think some Boba can reach you also. Into not come outstanding games, by 5. No must have breaking tea. I think one thing is our boy indirectly. Kotokone has some free muntema, outstanding games, and this Arma is not the best, but that is the situation. Tineya kakra ya niwomu yet me be a window just almost a week after they have opened. It means that for next season, all things being equal, we go places, and I think the FA has done well in that regard. And the Premier League fixtures are ready. What I say, but here the end of the day, as you will take a Congress, we call promotion and demotion. As we speak, obedient to me, in fact, league fixtures because the highest decision body of this country is the football in this country is the Congress, and Congress in the Bekwa accepted officially the 3 teams are Heart of Lions, Nations FC, and then Bofakwa Tano. Omone kwa Giomatum officially. After Omaji Omatum, then you can say that we have the 18 teams on mobile boy league. So in that situation, you bet to me a day, Ashe in league, fixtures, So for me, it looks good.
Okay. I think it will be on that.
Of course.
May you interested on especially among the free in country the Africa. Because CAF the Abase 11th 18th of August.
Yeah.
I'm share prelims and I say. So what it means is a rank with Africa no kra and sana. Ya share liga say. Pending ebia and now ebia minim data Congress ebe fixi say yem share say mo league no. So I think it's a date now omodiabano a very good enough pa. Saying clubs and especially media man in your be winning FA Cup no Nyame boa Sunday our Babeko Africa. And team prepare enough very well to make sure some benya players on be register them. Because said your medical candidate na bad anche bia Mickey. O me shall say the caveat na ba. Say clubs now on Beko Africa. Mon shall say inform names. O mon players on be register on Modiako Africa. Before say we number. So I think it's a date in a bantam no.
Okay.
Even honestly, the clubs in the Africa don't be brave. For example, 18th and almost
18th August.
And almost 30. Until almost a bit closely, I've forgotten the date. I'm going to be closely data, so I'm submitting on my list of players for Africa. Because I submitted and Sakra no my baby until teams to send me dear man. Second Faisal name dreams, but I they have to wait on Sunday and Sunday and Sunday will be recruitment. You see, and one thing...
The mandatory 1 month break for the players. What's a 1 month break and a mandatory or GFM run?
Yeah, that's the off-season.
If I say off-season, say Sunday, the 1 month time, a date away. 18th of July.
Let's just say 1 month time na Africa nation.
That's 1 month time.
They won't mean that mandatory 1 month. They won't get fixtures, will not help them do it. You see, Carf and Cassan, so do a BSA, or show fixtures and only a day. Because honestly, Mediama, they will struggle with registering players for Africa. Because all the recruitment, I think they have barely a week or so. I spoke to Tony Nkrumah Boateng 3 days ago. They have barely a week or so to submit their provisional list of players for Africa. And the time is so short for them. But let's see how things pan out. And getting new players, it's easy. And I want to hear crowd, so I'll be submitting some names. Eventually, you'll be maybe a overturn. Maybe crowd, but gradually. My dream says a year who I will finish our league in May. It may be somewhere first week of May. Some of these challenges, a better form. Na teams not to me the year. Kwame, so take a talk of work at catch the players, a letter to the players, right?
Playing body,
no, and that will be a qua. On Sunday, near many and free them, and Fanco. Na club no per se, take inventory. And no switch, club no, players no, dabre mu besisa, se ba, into be a qua, funny be beer anko, nunya club ne japadi be a honor, I think, sir, and shed on your papa.
I didn't.
First of all, so we take inventory. Yeah. The best thing is that nipakuna so. That's the first thing.
Why?
Say me dying ibi akotoko de amame. Minim club no property a wo. Minim say bi o no ma.
Or fridge or TV.
No.
Me my example.
Yeah, but let me build a point. Kotoko doesn't give players fridge and television. Kotoko doesn't give players TV and television.
A player to not just a dinner or a dining.
Now saying omuma ebinum I think some chess nkunya over them. And omu ebi a team ni Jay-Z ni ade. And then empa any sa na ma na omu todi ma. Okay. And then some of them so air condition because of almost sponsorship ni ade they have it. These are the main thing but my problem ni the first thing, my issues me with this. The first thing, say, me da what the me da them, I'm sure shop man na be and I'll be taking inventory. I should be there. We need. Oh, no, I taking my hand over na me ko. Me state to cry ni woman me jahono ini. But semen to prune na me sisa me nema na me nyani na ho na me ko. Se me ba na be ka kire me say akonya we say na akonya ye ma akonya me say ai ye ba akonya ni ni ho na me se mi gya ne ho a obeye ne den so ye ma we say but me gya hoko wo wa be take inventory oba obeka kire me say we ye de ma ye be hwe ye ba wo call ye na ye be hwe ye no na ni ho the player should be there for those inventory to be taken. Otherwise, it is difficult. It is difficult to hold that person accountable. Says no anyhow. We are no the free honor. Player or club the contract ends na oko. Yes, omu catch players and say omu communicate. The team manager will communicate a down back at the actual omu. Enti it could be 3 weeks. It could be 1 month. Me kwa sa ba be bo club no. Min to me TV. Me fa me fridge. Empe baby mfanko. Na me ba ma be pe baby sa de agu. I think it's not the best. There may be a problem which probably they are managing with this style. Otherwise, it's a problem be anywhere there. My player then come because Kwame, what today more? I had there what to fridge, a big our laptop be, what to shoe rack be, a be our bob or near maybe 10 over packing in what I'm for be them when I would equal Kuguana. Penny be them now Kuguana, and son our own cry wako. Oba wabe bakrano, how sure is Obebana room I ready? Unless there is a problem they are trying to manage with this. Otherwise, this arrangement is so inconveniencing. Trust you me. Say what to pay, I'll be say to enough for. Say to a free baby, ako baby. Packing your personal belongings. Osi say shoe, pabwa, ebikro ni pano, akofa carpet be, and not something. Into a package ani many to so continue. Nebi I am say, oh tamalia, oh de ako, oh sunyaya, oh de ako, oh ba o sa de ni ba. Now bedra what they call him. There could be a problem. Otherwise, I don't think say this is the best situation for players playing for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ideally, so even if they plan to reshuffle them from their accommodation, their current accommodation, I don't know what will even necessitate that need. The women working here say me 2 years contract. You two me free had the mark of baby fufrono. Minim dear a bemen who are here. But no who could hear crana and can move from the northern near no air co baby fufro. But only near me in free onco. Obaba be taking inventory or bow accommodation besisano. If you speak to some of the players, you know they are not so happy with it. Like I said, there may be something until they be able to hold the brief at the management, you know. Otherwise, I don't think that this is the best of an arrangement for Asante Kotoko players.
Okay. Let's speak and answer me
Kwawalo.
Awa.
Well, Mickey, I think senior media ma edikan tuja say omuhia Dominic Nsobila say omo de beka omo midfield going into next season. I think say be one of the very good signings. Mihuno Denta Mo Accra Lions from the first division. He was one of the best players in that season. Omo free ono Evans 80 in that year. Accra Lions omo ba premier, so why very consistent, and he happens to be one of the main men of the Black Meteors. Even Mekai, one of the games at a point when a free bani anyway, he was the one captaining the Black Meteor. So
1-1 still.
Yeah, 1-1 game.
75
minutes. Okay. So I think say onya Dominic Nsobila, onya player at least Mickey, wagada experience when it comes to under 23. Apart from that, wasa gather experience being main member of the CHAN team during the last CHAN tournament I call. So at least se mediama me benya Dominic Nsobila as one of the guys omo pese omo de augment your squad going to next season. I think say one of the very good news for mediama if they can possibly sign that midfield dynamo from Accra Lions. But you know so be depending whether say Accra Lions omo charges are they ready to sell, it be depending on omo plans. Mickey, apart from that, last season a year, honestly Olympics omo bre papa. Almost of fire. Mekai ye babeshasia ne beto jisa omu coach Okosamatex CHAN tournament team coach Ohenswa ya rush ya pre kwa ba take over be do maybe inconsistent results e honum na Bismarck Kobe former coach of Karela nso be take over. But Mickey she those years now Maxwell Abekwe, Samuel Ashikwe, the likes of Glassena Wakomo. You saw say Olympics were consistent performance, but all of a sudden, after that season, last season there, Poto, Oko Gripman, the likes of Ajiman Bedumu Beshemu, or the likes of Abdul Bashir, former Ashgo left fullback, Solomon Adomako, Mekaino, CHAN team tournament, together with the likes of Ebenezer Sechere. But honestly, Olympics make us say, you share as year from normalization, from COVID league now, COVID beseno. I think say way a season at Olympics abrepa. Because we do maybe no more one of the clubs are honestly committing a relegation. And even changing of venue, even from Accra Sports Stadium to Sugakope, the home grounds of Wafa. So honestly, Oliboy Komodo Asemna Wakano, ɛtɔ asompa because they need to make changes ɛsɛ sɛ make an introspection ɛwɔ mu team no mu deɛ ne tɔ wɔn kyima deɛ ne kɔ so a kade kɔmɔ yɛ kɔ relegation said they be on betimi yɛ inside go into next season because that season when they were performing Mickey Shea said the Accra Sports Stadium was getting massive numbers and over kaida omu game against Accra Suffolk near ko end 2-0 near abekwe ne glass na wako share go no the 1-1 draw no huge numbers at Olympics egadaye and that was the season that Olympics were doing wonders in the Ghana Premier League. So honestly, Oluboy Commodore, any Olympics or members, any more charges, if they want to make a quick introspection on league season, no more deep into details, DNA Tochima, Kade, Komoya relegation, said they won't bet me correct mistakes I see, last season, said they are going to next season, those mistakes, NCBU. Mickey, away from that, me help me to your squad now, Coach Ibrahim Tenku, any technical men, including Michael Osei and then Godwin Atram. Oh yeah, from the last game I bought against Algeria, Oma share game and I say only 2 changes and Sisai me no penebem. And the senior man count and Zubeiru Ibrahim Ababishim. And Osasha at the back line, Alex Opoku Safo, Enyo and Natale J Abishim. Squad now is Noir. Danlad Ibrahim, Aaron Essel, Samuel Ashikwe. And then you had your main defender David Oponfrani. Dantaleleje or Osinakai Ewo Hamabi Ewo Sweden Abishim. Emmanuel Esiam any Dominic Nsobila na no use eno use and Sunyama this time around Ibrahim Zubeiru Ababishim, Fatawu Isaku, Abbas Samari, and then you had your main striker and your main captain Daniel Efribani. These were the main squad. So a child say oh GDA Ewo squad no pending guys are more Black Stars camper. Omobabe Kaun, i.e. and Esniama, Ransford Yeboah, and then Kamal Din Sulemana. Ebi Amobe Shema, squad no faces, maybe Timia Chinjikaka, Ebesisakaka, because you Kamal Din Sulemana and Moen Esniama, they will need to command a starting lineup. And it was a very good game, a very good exercise. But honestly, Oshe Zubeiru red card now, Koya. A needless challenge no Koya. Honestly, so the call Luzubono, Ekotia, Egypt player no nine. And Tosum, maybe your coin no die one year. And no head and lad mistake on so pass our command just simple and okoye ma a cophonic take no. But in another breast or in another twist or save a penalty before some babe take no. Yeah, they can take the lead through Daniel Free Banye our share my penalty. The lad and so ebe save penalty. And what's up or met me aga say oka one of the goalkeepers are or more Ghana ha. Say in terms of penalty kicks, I think say Danlad is one of them. Because we prove various competitions different national teams. Apart from that, to club side and so we prove say a true penalty kicks are often in some situation and I think it's a very good exercise. So far, 1-1 said we can but I think it's a very good exercise because we're more defending champions, Egypt. So last edition of the AFCON under-23 course, Ewo Omo Minor Egypt no, Omo so these are the defending champions. And apart from that, so Omo a part of the competition. No, Omo no Ewo Group B, Ewo Group A no more Group B. Omo no ena Gabon, any the likes of Niger mo. Any other group. So it's a very nice exercise. I think it's a high profile friendly and a composure and I think it's a very good result. At least we shouldn't lose the game. But Coach Ibrahim Tanko and technical menu and the face of the team. So you're training players. They will need to command the starting lineup. I mean, you can't tell me why Kamal Din Suleiman abet me command the starting lineup or Black Stars or do Black Metis on team command. Oba some of the players in Ibn Binumbeka and Esniaman so a player Ibrahim Tanko Ejini Dipa. Even Black Stars he crash mission training on the grab various supporters of sports stadium. She said you must bojini su ebubonidi. So I just said oh yeah one of the guys are one for the future. So at least these two guys are mobile, they can command the starting lineup. We say one thing is unluckily, yeah baby we season you two dependable strikers or Black Meteors, no money for. Daniel Efribani is struggling with game time. Unlike Zubeiru, the Otimiya playing time kakra. Was 4 goals so far every season outcome. But also but the playing time all they compare no Daniel Efribani or no yet kakra. But Daniel Efribani a captain. Esanya most of the times Osanya starting lineup ahead of Zubairu Ibrahim. Ebi a minim say ebi a Kamal Dinu be kanwa. Ebi ana coach Tanko ko use force 9 because every Ebani only top ship, but he's the captain, he's the main man who has been part and parcel of the process from the qualifiers in that game against Mozambique, against Algeria. Why so instrumental? So you won't mean him since, but at least say these 3 guys about counted a very good
now
for the Black Meteors.
Kwame say Okobo tournament in Morocco. Now ko campaign in Egypt. I don't think you get a better base than camping in Egypt because some are so similar.
Okay.
Even weather-wise and everything. And I think say yes, sometimes Morocco for no weather need to be cosropa. But I think it's the best place on which you see for more campaign. And like Awal said, we have a top opposition in this friendly. A very top-notch proposal. It gives you a fair idea of the team and how the players would fare in the tournament. In fact, now we game no, around this time no, Egyptians no teams there, Obia position and secured. It do say game be say justify you. Ibrahim Tanko being a challenge in the last 4. Me kind of line up no. Right wing, say even say I'm say about 4-4-2, so 4-2-3-1 krana. Especially the wingers. Oh say Kamal Din Suleiman. Or the same Isahaku.
Who in Nesniama.
Of course, on any day I saw starting all the 3. Isahaku for his experience and everything, you can't drop him from the right wing. Kamal Din Suleiman. And Esniamanzo is sensational for this team. So maybe I don't know how. Honestly, me journey on game a bit late until we am crying send you because you look out for why everybody number 10.
Who's the Franco? We know Oshasi about 2 top. Because now Zubairu Ibrahim and then every band.
I think that every year has a point to prove in this game. Otherwise, maybe we move go back to the bench.
Yeah.
But a free year can also play behind the leading attacker.
Yeah.
Oh, he can also play as behind the leading attacker, and I think Nyame sometimes also plays in such position. But he has a point to prove. Otherwise, if Bedru Baby no, he'll be forced to start from the bench. We have some level of quality players in this team. The quality is so high. I think say you to Nyame Kwame would make an impact and qualify because when was the last time they qualified for Olympic Games?
2004. Mariano Barreto.
We're heading towards 20 years.
Yes.
So for some 2 decades.
Yeah.
4 teams will qualify. They Ghana will qualify.
For some 2 decades.
3 teams. Ghana will qualify.
It has been 3. It has been 3 na yen to me making. This is the
qualifying tournament.
Like we don't qualify. If we Africa, no qualify. What you say? But Ghana and Pempi tournament, we say the drew Diana and Nema Kosro. But I'm saying that I see a be to qualify because we or Maya for the first time in the history of the Africa or the saying Olympics game, or Maya win a gold medal in soccer first. That is the Olympic team. I feel their qualification and I remember Barcelona number 92.
Yeah.
Around that time, it also has some more or less some impact on the senior national team. Because even though at that time the senior national team member but at least some members of that squad were also in the senior national team. So Kwame, Tanko and Crawford, the FA has given them a top preparation. Let's be very frank. From what they did here, the preparation they had here, and luckily for them, a meeting the off-season, both Europe and Ghana and most African countries.
Franco, last AFCON under 23, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Because it was so during the season. And until Majida Shimeru, Mo, Joseph Pencil, Mekai, this former striker, Tete. Benjamin Tete. Because some more clubs were not obliged to release them. It might lose some quality, but this time around, the tournament about off season. I think say Ibrahim Tanko are lucky. And so Ranko, the last coach out there, Olympics. Ibrahim Tanko has played under him before. Who was Mariano Barreto? So history must repeat itself.
Okay.
Almost 6 minutes now. And after 6 minutes, it's still 1-1. And I think the game in more shape. It's all well and good, Kwame.
Well, the infant Jumediano NCA, Yabesan Suma Shebi Machina, and no pa at the kick of Jumediano, Abesan Swabrum, Yadamasi, some extra time our Kessben television so.